Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the World Room Podcast.
How you doing, my brother?
Emma, nice to meet you, man.
Emmanuel, I'm doing it. Nice to see you
Oh,
again.
it's been a long time, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Welcome
Awesome.
to the podcast,
Welcome
man.
to the podcast,
So
bro.
this is the
Thanks.
World Room Podcast. We
Mhm.
talk about
Exactly.
financial. We basically educate people financially on all of that.
Yes.
But it's good to be here.
Welcome, man. We're really opportune to hear the various inputs that you have to give us on this
Yes.
podcast, especially concerning today's new episode. Please do well to like and subscribe, share to all your friends and family because today's topic we're going to be talking about the power
Powerful.
of consistency.
Yeah.
And which is
Consistency
very important. Consistency can be seen in every single thing that we do.
Mhm.
You know, for those that go to the gym, for those that go to work, for whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you know that you're consistent at, we want to talk about the power of that consistency. And so, talking about consistency, I just want to, of course, as we always start with defining the term consistency. What would you say is your definition or are your definitions of the term consistency? So you want to go first?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't want to speak too much grammar.
Mhm.
Just say that consistency is
No.
when you show up when it matters. When you show up or when you do something when you do not feel like doing it.
When it matters. So basically showing up when it matters.
Yeah, you do an act
Yep.
that you feel
Yeah.
that you don't want to do, but you still want to do it.
Huh.
So you
That-
keep on doing it, and you do it, and you do it, and you do it.
So
do it.
so basically consistency goes hand in hand with discipline. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Yeah, you can say that. It's also it's a component of being of discipline actually.
Mm.
So when you're consistent in a particular act,
Yeah.
you don't have to be in in a very good space or I mean physically, mentally,
Yeah.
emotionally, but you are still required to do that act, or you are still required to be there or
Yeah.
be available.
Yeah.
That is just consistency for you.
Honestly, this sorry to cut you. This reminds me of a particular saying that says practice makes perfect.
Yeah,
Understand? I think
that's it.
once you do something over and over again, like it
Yeah.
just becomes natural to you. You just do it.
Yeah.
You get so
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
That actually
Yeah.
is very beautiful, talking about consistency and it's just about that repetition
Mhm.
of that particular action, and kind of like perfecting your way or to like you're trying to achieve something
Achieve something.
basically.
You have a goal.
So perfecting an action, repeating an action.
Exactly. You have a
eventually
goal in
achieve
mind,
that goal.
and then you want to achieve that goal.
Exactly.
So what help you to achieve that goal is consistency.
Consistency.
Well, the fuel that you need is motivation. Motivation is like a jet fuel.
Yeah, to
It
consistency.
propels you, right?
To consistency.
Exactly, to consistency. So the
Yeah.
consistency that will set you on that motion, that will set you on that path,
Yeah.
that can take you far, long into that distance.
And it's been very beautiful what you guys have shared, But considering the whole idea of consistency, as much as there are people who are disciplined enough to, understand that term consistency, there are also people who suffer from meeting up to that particular action that you're meant to be consistent at.
Yeah.
So what reasons would you say are there, like the reasons by which people actually fail at being consistent in whatever it is that they want to do?
Okay, let me say some things I think why people fail.
Yeah.
So I'm a I'm a religious guy. So I might be taking I might be taking some quotes from the Bible because I think that's the most complete book in the world. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. So I don't know if you read this part in the Bible that says my people perish because of lack of what?
Knowledge.
Lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
So I think most people um don't understand things, and that is why they're not being consistent. You understand? So before you're consistent, you have to understand what is the reason? Why am I doing this? What is the reason that I want to do this? You understand? What is the outcome that I want to get from doing this thing? You understand? So I'm just gonna go through a few things.
Yeah.
You get?
That's actually
So
quite beautiful what is the reason?
Yeah,
Finding the
yeah,
reason.
Finding the reason, finding your
yeah,
why.
Yeah,
Finding your
we
why.
spoke about it in the convention
Yeah, we spoke
episode.
about
yeah.
it in the conversation.
Yeah.
So most people say like when you see a dollar,
Yeah.
you get most people don't really say like what can this dollar achieve. You understand? So every dollar has two futures.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's either consumption or multiplication.
Mm.
You
I like
understand?
that.
Yes.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So we're talking about consistency in relation to what? In relation to investment,
Yeah.
to finance. Yeah. You get. So I think the first thing is like when you see a dollar, what should come to your mind is what can this
Dollar do for me.
do for me? Yeah.
Exactly.
You
I
understand?
like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I like that. I
Yeah.
like that.
I like that.
And you know, pertaining to the reasons why you people fail, I would say is that, I mean, of course you spoke about the lack of ignorance, the lack of knowing exactly your why, the reason why you want to do these things. And I feel like that contributes to a lot of reasons, honestly.
Yes.
That's one of the reasons why people always quit early,
Mhm.
you know, especially when it comes to things, actions that they're consistent at.
Mhm.
They don't know, they're never reminded every single day of their why, the reason why they pursue this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most people don't understand like what investment is.
Mm.
You get. So I like I'm a kind of person that I like quotes a lot because I think quotes summarize like a bunch of things that can be said
Yes.
like in
Oh, yeah.
literally.
You squeezing.
Yeah,
just
literally, you can
Yeah.
actually compress like a 4 page, like
Yeah.
a 4 page story into like
Like
into
a
just
little
two sentence.
Yeah.
Honestly, and that's why I like quotes a lot. I have quotes from like so many people that I actually respect and look up to. You understand? And I actually write some quotes about myself. You get yeah, just to you get.
Yeah.
So one is investment is delayed consumption with a purpose. Sacrifice some purchasing power today to create more choices tomorrow.
Bro, I like that. I like
I
that.
like that word tomorrow.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
will take us to the next section, which is talking about the compounding effect.
Yeah.
But before we talk about the compounding
Taking the
effect,
compounding
actually,
effect too far.
I would love to like just digress a little bit about just like touching more on what you said. People need to understand one thing. Money is like a seed.
Mm.
If you throw a seed
Mm.
on a dry ground, nothing will happen to it.
So
Are you getting me?
I'm gonna go back to the holy book again.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
But if you put a seed in the soil, you water it diligently, you care for that seed,
Yeah.
you allow that seed breathe, you
Yeah.
give that seed the needed, the necessary care and attention, and the most important factor, time.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
you see what is sprout. Then you see a growth. Then you see a growth. Then you see what?
you know, AKA might be a prophet because it's speaking from the holy book and he doesn't even know it. Yeah. You think
I might not know.
You are speaking from the Holy
Yeah.
Book.
Yeah, this is like
The
a
Bible-
proverb that
the
Jesus
Bible
gave. He said,
is finance.
yeah,
Yeah.
he said, that when the farmer threw some seeds on the
Exactly,
rock,
on
like
the rock.
the
the
weeds
parable.
choked them and all. But when the seed fell on like loamy soil,
Yeah.
you get like the loamy soil has water retention, yeah, and all like they got water and like they sprout out and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some fell on like the field and the bed like picked them and all.
Some fell on
You get and
thorns
all.
yeah.
Actually, relating to seed, I actually have a code on that.
Yeah.
I have a code for everything. Like, that's crazy.
Imagine, Imagine the quote,
Keep
man.
bringing it.
Ima is the quote, man. Like.
So this says the goal isn't to stop spending,
Yeah.
is to stop spending your seeds and wondering why nothing grows.
Ooh,
That's actually
that is good.
yeah. You wonder why nothing is growing, why you have no like extra money, just walking and like spend your paycheck, and you wonder why it's like that, and you're not changing anything. That is madness, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
because you keep spending your seed.
You know how
You gotta invest.
because this relates to our actual last episode, which was on spending mindset. This actually relates to that
Exactly.
and connects
That is
that power of consistency.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was actually beautiful.
Now we
Thank
take
you.
into this segment, which is talking about the compounding effect.
Yeah,
When you're talking about compounding effect,
that
it's
in terms of
everything.
investment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything we've been saying, we've been talking about.
Yeah.
You know, the Bible quote, the quote from Emmanuel,
And the
you
power
know,
of
and the
consistency
power of
itself.
itself is all about how compounding works.
Yeah.
You know, this, in the world is, the everything that we have in this world is all about formula.
Yep.
We're talking about the law of physics, law of
Yeah.
chemistry,
Maths.
the law of nature, that
Yeah.
is, which is, law of morality, law of mathematics,
Mm-hmm.
law of finance, law of investment is the compounding effect. And that is what drives, growth.
Yep.
You see what? When you put money in a bank
Mm-hmm.
and the bank tells you, oh, this money, we want it to put in our bank so that we can keep it safe for you. So the value they give you is just for you to keep your money a um in a virtual vault. That money does not do anything for you.
Yeah.
All right. However, when you put your money into the soil, I get me now, which is an investment account that has been carefully taken care for by you, meticulously set aside
Yep.
for that purpose,
Yep.
then you're going to see something, which is the growth on your money. And
Yeah.
that's how your money germinates. Because the investment, the interest on your money,
Mm-hmm.
they are the byproducts of the time that has been put into, allowing that seed, which is your money, grow. And that is where the compounding effect comes in.
And the time and the money that is put into that is where we talk about the power of consistency.
Exactly.
That consistent need, that consistent desire to always, every single month, you put in
You
a
put
part
a part, yeah.
of yourself, a part of your hard earned money to grow your future, to invest in your future.
Exactly.
And always doing that, that would help your future to be secured because your money would get to compound.
Yeah, Casey, one
Yep.
one friend came to me. He said, Hakim,
Mm-hmm.
how can I make $1 million in the next 25 years?
Well,
I said,
I think I might be that friend because I definitely want to
I
know how.
said it's
I
very
mean,
simple.
I'm sure our viewers want to
I
know how
said
to
I
make a
said
million
it's very
dollars.
simple. Then I brought out the rule of 72.
Oh,
I said, I'm going to tell you about the rule of 72. He said, what is the rule of 72? I said, rule of 72 is just the years that your money requires for you to double. He said, oh, he said, tell me more. I said, well, I will tell you more. I said, the rule of 72 means that you multiply 72. You divided 72 by the annual rate of return
Hmm.
that an investment portfolio will give you.
Hmm.
So that's why I say that, you know, if you have your money in the bank in a GIC,
Yep.
which is a guaranteed income,
Yep.
which mostly banks give you that.
Yeah.
You can get like 3% on top of that, GIC. That 3%, it will take you, if you have $10,000 inside that GIC,
Mm-hmm.
it will take you 24 solid years before you can have $20,000.
Damn.
Hmm.
That's a long
That's a
time.
long time, right?
That's a long time.
But you know that if you have 4%, if you have maybe a very risk averse, account portfolio at 4%, it will take you 18 years before you can, it will take you 18 years before your 10,000 can become 20,000. But you know that if your money is growing as 12% at a high interest yielding account, with multiple fund, ETFs, IPOs, all the kind of things you can think about,
Yep.
you only need 6 years before you can have 20,000 account. Which means your money can double 5 times in 35 or in 30 years.
Look, I don't want you to give them all the good
Which means
stuff.
that you can turn $10,000
Yeah.
into $650,000.
You're giving them all the
Whoa.
good stuff.
In
Wait,
30 years.
we have to
Yeah.
save this for the next episode because you're giving them so
And
much.
I
of the
have
good stuff.
an account that is currently giving me 14%.
Oh
I
my
have
God.
not them
No.
You gotta, you gotta
So
show me
wait,
some
I will
things.
have definitely
Oh
have
my
$1 million.
days.
I will definitely have $1 million in the next 25
I'm
years.
so glad we did this podcast because it's just revealing some things.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
you're actually
I
going
gotta
to
meet you after this. I got
That's going quite below, quite below. So let's conclude this
Wow.
one so that we can.
But
So
anyway,
so I have actually two quotes
Yeah.
from like people I really respect the most. I don't know if you know Charlie Munger and Benjamin Franklin.
Ah,
Yeah.
quotes man.
So it says Charlie Morgan actually said like the first rule of compounding is never interrupt it unnecessarily.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, unless it's like if I don't do this I'm gonna die. You understand? Like you get like never interrupt because some people we like they actually have the zeal, they're gonna like put in the money and like watch your investment and all. Like you don't have to put it at the back of your mind that you have an investment.
Yeah.
You get that's why it's an investment. You gotta just leave it locked for like 10, 20 years. You just and just forget about it. Yeah.
Most people want instant results.
Yeah, yeah. So people be looking for some M&M shit. Like, I'm sorry to say.
I need my money right now.
I need my money right now. I need to see
See,
the
from
money
what you're
right now.
saying, like,
Yeah.
right? It means that I will never make $1 million in next 25 years, even though I'm earning high interest.
Yeah.
If I am dipping my hands inside my account,
Yeah.
if I am disturbing the tree,
Yeah.
it's called the money tree also.
Yeah.
If I don't allow the tree to grow,
To
grow,
grow.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm pruning it every time, cutting the branches. That tree will never grow.
You know, I feel
Yeah, you
like
gotta
it's
leave it.
one of the reasons why people actually, succumb to these things is because they always underestimate small improvements and small investments that are made. Like every single investment that you make, every single effort that you put, every single action that you take
Yeah.
towards being consistent
Yeah.
matters.
Yes.
And most people always underestimate that. And that is the reason why most of the time they always don't see the bigger picture
Yeah.
things, and then they tend to forget their reason why.
So
They always, chase after every other new opportunity instead of sticking to the plan. You have a why, you have a goal, you have a target, you have actions that you need to take towards the target. You need to do those actions and then work towards that goal. You wanted to say
so
something, Uma?
what people don't understand is
Yeah.
money makes money
Mm-hmm.
and the money that makes money makes money. And that simple picture is called compounding.
Exactly.
That is beautiful. That is
I will tell you that success isn't about doing extraordinary things once.
Oh yeah.
Success is about doing ordinary things in extraordinary
Extraordinary
ways
Yeah.
ways. Oh yeah.
every day of your life.
Yeah.
I
And
love
that's why we leave us also with my colleagues by quoting John Maxwell when he said that you do ordinary things the same time every day, and every day. And the everyday concept of you saving that little amount of money will, at the end of the day, grow into a very huge investment portfolio in the future
that is
that will
beautiful.
increase your income, that will give you financial freedom in the future,
Exactly.
and that will set you right into that path in life.
Exactly. That is
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Wow, that is beautiful.
Honestly, thank you so much, our listeners. Please do well to like, subscribe, and we'll be back with part 2 of the power of consistency. And that's where we go full dive into compounding effects and what exactly it means for you and your future and why you need the power of consistency. Thank you so much for listening. And this is the Wealth Room Podcast.
Podcast.
See you in the next episode.
See you guys.